Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to be making a delicious batch of crab pastries. So this tasty recipe today for crab pastries is a recipe of mine. I'm going to show you how to make it. I'll also show you the ingredients that goes into the filling, show you how to make the pastry crust. So let's get started. I'm also going to be using my KitchenAid today. I just got a small one for blending up to filling. I'm going to reach for those ingredients in the fridge and I will show you what they are. So like I was saying, you could use freshly cooked crab meat, you could use canned crab meat. This is a cup full and it equals to about 230 grams of crab meat. Also, we're going to be using a package of sour cream, and this is about 230 grams, and just pulse this in first. Whoops, I meant cream cheese, not sour cream. So let's get back into pulsing them together. So just pulse that in first. Alright, so now what we're going to do is add in a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, whatever you got available, either one of them. It just gives it that tangy taste. And between 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of sour cream. I don't have much room in this little KitchenAid, so I'm going to just put so much in there first. And then we're going to drizzle in a little bit of olive oil. But I suppose before we do that, I'm going to be putting in 1/2 teaspoonful of white pepper, a teaspoonful of onion powder, a teaspoonful of dill, and 1/2 teaspoonful of sea salt. That's all you need to do there. So pretty much that's all you need to do there. I'm going to drizzle in about 1 to 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil, or you could use an oil of choice. Alright, so that's all you need to do there, is just to get it all mixed together. And then if you want to, you can taste it to see if the flavors is there enough.
Probably I can taste it.
I'm sure it's going to. Okay, I just add a little taste and it's lovely, but I'm going to pass it to Raymond now as well.
You're too good.
So after you finish that, just put this to the side. Now what we're going to do is put together now our pastry. How's that? Mm-hmm. So we got here 2 cups of all-purpose white flour. You could use flour of choice. We got 1/2 cup of butter, or you could use margarine. And we got 1/2 teaspoonful of sea salt, and you could use table salt. So that's all you need to do first. So with your clean hand, or you could use a mixer as well with a hook on it, the same as your KitchenAid, and we're just going to pinch the butter in through the flour and the salt. So that's all you need to do there. So that's all you got to do there, is till it looks like this. Now I like using butter for my pastries because it gives it that flakiness when it's baked. Now this is not going to necessarily be for a pie. These are going to be cutouts, much the same as you would with your cookie cutter. I'm putting in 1/2 cup of cold water into the ingredients as well, and I'm going to turn this now into a ball. So keep mixing it together like this until it forms into a ball. Now I'll tell you what to do next. So after you've done that, just dust your board, countertop, or a piece of parchment paper with some flour. Then you're going to take out your pastry, and I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to use half of it first. Now normally I would put this in the fridge, let it cool down, let the butter cool down, and that would make this pastry even that much better. But I don't have time for that now. So what we'll do now is show you like it is. We're going to roll this out. So pretty much all we're doing here now is just rolling our pastry out the same as you would if you were making a pie crust. And then what we're going to do is use a cookie cutter about, I'll give you the dimensions of that, but you need to be at least big enough so that when you fill it on one side and then you can fold it over and it's got a nice little pastry pouch. So the cookie cutter is 3 inches in diameter, so you just cut it, like you said, the same as you would if you're making a pie crust. So I'm going to cut these out, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to fill them. So that's all you need to do there. This amount of dough is for 2 pie crusts, and when you break it in half, you could make 24 all in total, but 12 out of 1/2. If that's all you need, just let you know, but it makes 24 altogether. So after you've cut that many out, you'll have like loose pieces. Work those dough because you could make more out of that to make the 12. So that's all you need to do there. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take about a teaspoonful or a little less of the filling, and we're going to put it on one side of the pastry. So now what we're going to do is roll over those pastries like this, and we'll use a fork to pinch down around the sides. It's going to look like that, and a little poke. So we're just going to put the filling down there like that. Then we're going to pull it over, pinching it down a little, and then use your fork around. That's all. So pretty much that's all you need to do, and I'm sure it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to continue making the rest of these here to get them in the tray, and then I'll show you what's next. So that's it, as good as it gets. I hope you are excited about making these. I know myself and Raymond, we like having these if we're on a Friday night.
It's a good little snacky food.
It is a Friday night date night, probably on a Saturday watching a movie. And like you said, you can just make a whole bunch of these. If you don't have crab meat, you can use lobster if you want. So pretty much now I'm going to tell you how long you need to bake them for. So pretty much after you've got them all made and put into your cookie sheet lined it with parchment paper like this, we're going to put it in a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And also I'm going to dust them a little with some egg wash, and they're going to be in there for about 20 to 25 minutes, and just until they start to get a golden brown like you would cooking a pie. You don't want them to be, you want them to burn because everything in it is cooked. But I'm going to put some egg wash on it there now, and I'll show you what that looks like. I'm using a brown egg here today because Raymond did the grocery shopping this week, and he's seen these delicious eggs and had to get some. So you could use a white egg, of course, or whatever you got available. You can even use a milk wash if you want to. So pretty much that's all you need to do there, is just blend that egg together and then lightly brush them like this. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to put these in the oven, and I'll show you what they look like when I pull them out. Okay, our crab pastries are baked. Now let's show you what they look like. So now this is what they look like. Absolutely delicious, golden brown on the bottom. And out of the extra crab meat, I made a dip here so that you got it for a dipping sauce. So I'm going to display them here for you to see, and I'm going to break open one for you to have a look. How good is this? You can see this for date night. Raymond is able to take these little crab cakes and eat one after another, and I'm sure you guys are the same right now. So what I'm going to do now is just show you. See, you can see this little pocket of crab meat on the inside, and having this dip here to dip into it, well, of course, it's the crab meat, so you're going to have double the crab meat.
Toodaloo.
There you go, Raymond.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. I can't wait to have a taste. Of course, Raymond got these before me, so that's cheating, you know.
I know. I hope you can't hear me chewing.
I can't. It's absolutely delicious. The inside is just bursting with that crab filling. Of course, having the extra there to dip in. But you could use a mustard sauce. You can use whatever dip you enjoy using. But we just like this for our comfort food, our date night, or a nice evening just sitting around with a snack. Delicious. Have a little taste of my water. So I hope you enjoyed this episode today of crab pastries. Of course, I'm going to share the recipe with you and under this link here on YouTube, as well on my Facebook page. I will share this recipe and on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. You can also send me a message on my email at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. So any of those areas, I could help you find the recipe or share with you many more recipes that we got posted to date. So thank you for joining us here today for these delicious little crab pastries. And we don't want to take any more of your time. Your time is precious. So from our kitchen to yours, stay safe and thank you for joining us.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always on your
And don't forget to join us again here on Bonita's Kitchen.